Recovery housing in New York sits at a critical intersection. Demand has never been greater, but the margin for error, if you're an operator, has just never been smaller. And as the world responds to the crisis of addiction, homelessness, and strained treatment centers, sober living homes have become an essential part of the continuum of addiction treatment care. And at the same time, operators have to navigate a complex web of local zoning rules and fair housing law, certification standards, and rising costs, often all at once. And when recovery housing works, it provides far more than just a bed. It offers structure and accountability and community and the conditions that people need to really rebuild their lives. But in New York, success depends on more than just having good intentions. It depends on an understanding of how the legal structure works and how to select the right property, house leadership, certification and financial planning, all of this together, all under the umbrella of a very specific and technical regulatory landscape. Now, recovery housing in New York is largely governed at the local level. Now, what this means is that sober living can look different from one city to the next. And local zoning codes will tend to vary, and you may even see different approaches to enforcement depending on who you talk to. And the challenge is learning how to operate responsibly within this tension. Now, let's talk about certification. Now, while it's not legally required in New York, certification plays a critical role in how recovery homes are viewed by referral partners and communities and local officials alike. And most reputable sober living homes pursue certification through NYSARR or OASIS. One of them is the state agency and the other one is NARR's affiliate, with NARR being the National Alliance for Recovery Residences. So in New York, you're working with two different certification agencies, setting standards for life safety and emergency preparedness, ethical operations and resident rights, house leadership and accountability structures. They'll look into your policies and documentation and ongoing compliance as well. And for many operators, certification becomes the framework that brings the structure and the consistency together in the home. And it's also a signal that the program is operating responsibly and according to recovery housing's best practices. Now, the challenge in New York isn't simply just opening a sober house. It's learning how to select the right property and prepare a plan that just works. It's learning how to operate within local rules and standards while at the same time leveraging fair housing protections that are offered at the federal level. It's how to build a model that's financially sustainable without in any way compromising recovery housing's best practices and principles. And that balance is what separates short-lived homes and ideas from those that stand the test of time. Recovery housing in New York matters, and the people who step into this work carry real responsibility. And when it's done well, a recovery home becomes a place where lives stabilize and trust is rebuilt and people get a chance to really move forward. But when it's done poorly, the consequences can ripple outward, affecting residents and neighborhoods, communities, and even the operators themselves. And that's why we created How to Open a Recovery Home in New York. This is an action-packed book that's designed to help you understand the rules before they're enforced and help you walk through decisions step by step before the mistakes happen, and to build systems before the pressure starts to expose the cracks. So if you're committed to doing this work in New York and doing it with integrity, you want a clear, grounded guide that's built specifically for New York's realities. So How to Open a Recovery Home in New York is a book about getting it right. And if you want to go further, we invite you to explore the membership resources that VSL has to offer for our chartered members, as well as the plethora of resources that we have on shop.vanderburghhouse.com. And to close, this work is so important and the margin for error is so small. You don't have to navigate this alone. So we welcome you to pick up a copy of How to Open a Recovery Home in New York or explore some of the other resources that VSL has to offer. So in closing, I'd like to thank you so much for your interest in contributing to this important field, and we wish you the very best of luck on your journey.